Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men, bestride our downfall and birthom. Each new morn new windows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if felt with Scotland, and yelled out like syllable of dolor.
What I believe, I'll wail. What no, believe, and what I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend, I will. What you have spoke, it may be so, perchance. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongue was once thought honest. You loved him well. He hath not touched you yet, but I am young. But something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb, to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge, but I shall crave your pardon. That which you are my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest has fell. Though all things foul would wear the brows of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance, even there were I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love without leave taking? I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, bleed, poor country, great tyranny, lay thou thy basest shore, for goodness dare not check thee. Were thou thy wrongs, the title if afeard, fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou think'st for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country seeks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds. On each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer, and more sundry ways than ever, by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice, so grafted that, when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will look as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confineless harms.
Not in legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, that has a name, but there is no bottom, none, to my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up my cistern of lust, and my desire, all content impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the ultimately emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. But fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold. We have willing dames enough, there cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will to greatness dedicate themselves, finding it so inclined.
With this there grows in my most ill-composed affection such a stanchless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewel and this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious root than summer, seeming lust, and it hath been the sword of our slain kings. Yet do not fear. Scotland hath poisons to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are portable with other graces wait.
But I have none. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell. Uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
O Scotland, Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. O nation miserable, with an untitled tyrant, bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Since that the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction stands accursed and does blaspheme his breed. Thy royal father was a most sainted king, the queen that bore thee oftener upon her knees, that on her feet died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to my truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from over-credulous haste. But gods from above deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself into your direction, and unspeak mine own detraction. Here abjure thy taints and blames I laid upon myself for strangers to my nature. I am yet unknown to woman. Never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted what was mine own, at no time broke my faith. Would not betray the devil to his fellows, and delight no less in the truth than life. My first false speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine and my poor country's too. Command whither indeed, before thy here approach. Old seaward with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point was setting forth. Now will together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once, 'tis hard to reconcile.